Can you guys see me? My name is Jan. I play Banter Blitz. I'm back to the office, which is exciting. I haven't been here for a while. Therefore, pardon the background. This is, I think, from the year 1753 when I last entered these premises. It smelled a little strange here because the office, not unlike my basement, where I've been hiding out the last 4 months, is also in a basement. My part of it. There's people above me, both figuratively and literally. But I am in a pretty big basement, all by myself here, coming to you to give you the gift of Banter Blitz, which many people have said is a better gift than socks, but a worse gift than shampoo, as long as it's a nice shampoo. Like maybe it has some anti-dandruff thrown in, then people do prefer it to the Banter Blitz. However, if you already have a nice shampoo and you would like to partake in the excitement that is me talking while I play you or someone else that is a premium member, you can become a premium member on chess24.com with the voucher code Yanistan. You save 15% and you could use that money saved on socks. If you already are a premium member, just challenge me. My username is Jan. You can probably find it somewhere. I don't know where. Let me say hi to the Twitch nerds too. Is that the official term? I still struggle with it. After all these years, I understand it's 2020. We should know at this point how to address the Twitch nerds, but I still do not, and I would like to apologize. All right, let's play some chess or something. We need to be able to play the chess. Obviously, today I am just the lead-in. And what a lead-in for the great Alexander Grishuk, the three-time Blitz world champion, who will be playing Banter Blitz, I believe at 8 p.m. I think that's the Grish hour in whatever time zone I am in. I'm playing the Caro-Kann against Matek P20 from the Ukraine. No, from Colombia. Sorry, I do not excel at flags, nor do I have any fun with flags. We are playing a very sharp position. How's the sound, by the way? I haven't been here for a while. I have not fine-tuned the equipment like I usually do, because as we all know, I'm a very experienced streamer. I've also been told many a time, Jan, just fix the shit. Stop asking the audience if they can hear or see you. And also, stop cursing. I believe that type of feedback has been given to me more than once, probably like thrice. Here we are. This is a line from my childhood, when I was like 20. I had a long childhood. We used to play these things, and I think the en vogue move back then was knight to c6, but maybe times have changed, because Matek seems to be very much in tune with the needs of this position. Well, I'm already somewhat clueless as what to do next. Bishop c2 looks too extreme. Knight d4, queen d4, then knight e7 comes to mind, as does the immediate knight to e7. And we shall pick one of these. Maybe knight here immediately. Mike Muss. Mike Muss? Is that a play on Mickey Mouse? Is saying you sound just like my good friend Goofy. Another clue. It might be a play on Mickey Mouse. Perfect. I've never liked Goofy's voice. Some offense to the goofy heads out there. Doesn't do it for me. Fix it. Queen d2 doesn't do it for me either. Now I can win a tempo after exchanging here. And I do not know what the next order of business is. I'm tempted to take this pawn, although it feels wrong. But it tastes so good. Ugh, I will regret this. But it's a pawn. He disconnected. You take one pawn and Matek goes away. It's too early. 2 pawns you can hate quit. 1 pawn you should hang in there. Those are the rules. By the way, this background, which is very 2018ish, it's very bright, no? I'm no longer used to such bright colors. It's July in Hamburg, so I'm used to gray, but a somewhat darker gray. Like if there are 50 shades of gray, we are on shade like 42 in Hamburg, Germany right now. And this on screen is like 21 maybe? Not sure. That's the level of banter you can expect for the rest of the show. Therefore, if you want to make a business decision at this point saying, not quite worth my time, not quite my tempo, I do not blame you. And as for the position, do not like it much. Pawns are equal. My king arguably is somewhat less safe than his king, even though it's pretty arguable. Because the king won't be too bad wherever it ends up. And white has some issues too. Umu Pasha is saying, "Hi Jan, good luck for your games." Thank you. I needed some positive reinforcement. Now, with these good wishes, I have a feeling Matek does no longer stand a chance. Björn Ger is asking, why is there no selection possibility for video series? You cannot search for openings, only for the player level. I think that's true. Is that true? I don't know. I will pass it on. Thanks for bringing it up while I still had time. Ugh. Did I blunder? Almost. Is this one of these spots where I no longer care about blundering because of the imminent flag? No. That's not how I operate. I try to win nice, complete games. Okay, sometimes I blunder a rook and a pawn and stuff like that, but more often than not, I try to win nice, complete games. Like this one, without any blunders along the way. So let's revisit the key moment. E2 check. I had anticipated this position, thinking I shall now win because I will get a new queen. Then he countered with rook takes d2, which I had anticipated as well. But I thought I should play the move e1 queen, which fails to the fact that my king is in check. So I had to somewhat adjust my strategy and make moves faster than Matek, which also worked. Therefore, I consider this a reasonably complete effort of mine. And next up, did I click on somebody? I tried. Not sure. I might have failed. Clicking, not my forte. If you guys had like €1 for every time I've said not my forte on a stream, you'd have like 8,000 euros, which you can lease a pretty nice car with 8,000 euros for around 48 months. Maybe not. Maybe 36 months. B3 played by Patrick Nilsson. He attacks the pawn after e3, which he will play. I know Patrick. Most people play knight f6, but I'm not most people. I'm edgy. I will go pawn to d5. I know. I forgot what I wanted here. Do I want f6 or queen h4 check? Pretty sure it was one of the two. Let's go check one. Sol HS is asking, Jan, what's up with your mousepad placement? Yeah, it's nowhere next to the mouse. Is that where you usually have the mousepad? I don't know how things work. Handpick is asking, in what order do you take challenges? I believe your own username can answer that question for you. We'll treat it as a little riddle. Bartrix87 is saying LOL, which is short for laughing out loud. That's right, kids. I speak slang. Is saying in the 7th episode of the latest season of Dark, which I'm not watching, there's a Yantar chess clock. Wow. Can I sue? That sounds like I should have rights for Yantar chess clocks, no? Mr. Dodgy Chess, not familiar. He's pointing out that LOL could also mean lots of love. Not sure. Fighter 360 wants to know, hello Jan, what is going on with this sound? I'm not quite sure. The way I understand it is you speak into the microphone and then it magically from there gets transported into the living rooms of like tens of people. But I am not quite sure how that journey works. It's, I believe, one of the riddles that no one has yet solved. How sound travels. I care is asking, couldn't he take the pawn on e5 ending with queen h5 check? No, that is a cunning trap, which we can maybe talk about later. But knight e5, bishop e5. Let's say bishop c6, you go king d8, then you win. Well, if you start with queen h5, g6, no, also king d8, you also win. So you basically win. Gonzalo wants to know, how old is chess24? Just out of curiosity. Not curious enough to Google, but he is still curious. And I shall answer to the best of my knowledge. I would guess it launched 2014. I've been here forever, like even before it launched. But my best guess is 2014. The Fighter 360 is saying, my bad, my headphones were plugged in and I didn't know. How could you know? No offense taken, obviously, about the headphone situation. I just misunderstood the question and I thought you want to know about the way sound travels from me to you, which I'm not sure I explained correctly. So if we have a sound technician out there, I'd be genuinely curious because it's a bit of a mystery to me. Also what the microphone does in the process. I would like to know. I would like to know more Starship Trooper style. As for the position, I don't know. Looks roughly equal. I guess I'm okay. I'm not sure I should exchange these bishops, but I will. Patrick Nilsson putting up a bit of a fight. By the way, that song, sorry, my mind is traveling in the usual weird directions today. That song, Tell Me More, did she put up a fight? Is that talking about what I think it is? Because if it is, that's a little creepy, no? Who's that song by? Camera Tool is saying, sounds run through tiny pipes just like on first submarines. Wouldn't mice like populate these tiny pipes and blocking the sound? Mr. Dodgy is saying, very problematic. I don't like the word problematic. I prefer creepy. Because everything's problematic, but not everything is creepy, right? I'm not sure I'm making a good point here. If someone's woke enough to give a correct answer, that's unproblematic. Please inform me. Anyway, that song sounds sounds very creepy to me. The lyrics, it's a beautiful song. John Travolta and Olivia Newton. Isn't she called Olivia Newton-John? You could make like an endless circle out of John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John Travolta. Bira is saying, yeah, we need more Instagram evening walks through the German countryside. Yeah, I have a feeling that's gonna be my new hit franchise. Have I been busy? No, it's been raining mainly last couple of days. I've been gymming a bit, and also I'm slowly but surely running out of things to say. Like in a Banter Blitz setting, at least I can pretend to care a little bit about the chess while I walk through the German countryside. I can't even do that. Therefore, we still have to refine that franchise. But obviously, the point of my evening walks through the German countryside on Instagram Live is to become an influencer. And I will keep presenting it in a self-deprecating way because I'm very uncomfortable with it. But still the truth. So follow me on Instagram at GM Jan Gustafsson. I need every follower in order to become a social phenomenon during my nightly walks. And while you're at it, also follow me on Twitter if you aren't already, because I deserve a giant Twitter following too. Sometimes I retweet stuff or I answer Mr. Dodgy. There's so much gold there. And you are not wrong, Flex Wheezy. I spell influenza INFLUENZA. Having said that, I have an appointment with my, what's it called again? Doctor for November to get an influenza shot. I have a feeling, I'm assuming influenza means flu, right? I have a feeling I will have like 15 flus till then. Should I maybe reschedule that? Jelly Smith is saying you're not even trying and so good. Thank you, but I am trying very hard. And I crushed Patrick Nilsson here, which I believe should be appreciated. Björn Gare is saying players with Scandinavian first names are mostly very good, like Jan and Björn. Is Jan a Scandinavian first name? I always thought it's more Dutch. Maybe not, I don't know. I only know Dutch Jans, not many Norwegian Jans. I know some young Norwegians. Some are like my direct relatives. Let's play Schrommel. Tactical is asking, are you going to make more chessable courses? I don't know yet. I'm so busy. Poor Jan is so busy all the time, walking through the German countryside. With all the broadcasting right now, and for the chessable courses, you need some time. Therefore, we shall see. But it could always happen. Schrummel doing his homework here. This delayed c4, I think I'm supposed to take, and now after check, oh, knight e7 is not a legal move, but what I meant to do was knight c6, queen c4, knight to e7. There's some line in this position, white can go knight takes e5, which was somewhat tricky. Not dangerous in the end, but it was a bit tricky. And De Henka saying, like 40 years ago, Jan was the most popular boy's name in the Netherlands. Interesting, that lines up fairly closely with my age. So, ben ik Nederlands? Nee, het komt helemaal niet. Ik weet het niet. Mike Moose is saying, after you start Banter Blitz sessions, most newborn Norwegians are named Jan. Only Magnus is more popular. I believe that is probably a factual statement. And Jack Rabbit is saying, now that she's Professor Hu Yifan, have we lost her to chess? Yeah, first of all, shout out to Hu Yifan. I read that today, that she's a professor at however old she is. Like, I don't even know. How old is Hu Yifan? Mid-20s? Late 20s? I have no clue. Anyway, that's very impressive. And I think she's decided quite a while ago that, you know, just being the strongest female player on earth was not satisfying her, and that she was also pursuing an academic career. So, yeah. Hats off to Hu Yifan. Just an amazing high performer in all them fields. I have no idea how she did that. While she was also, I think, stuck. She was in Oxford for a year doing something. And then she returned to China, but then she was stuck in Europe first because of Corona. I'm not sure. There must have been a lot going on. Anyway. Good stuff. Let's now change to some different topics. PSH Maniac is asking, Jan, how did you get so good looking? Which is a good question, because I wasn't always good looking. It's something that I've worked on. First of all, I think I figured out I should have my hair short and I should get frequent haircuts. Like have the sides at 8 millimeters. Something I needed 29 years. That's my age, 29. 29 years to reach that conclusion. But I believe at this point, we know that's how it has to be. Secondly, avoid the sun. I never go into the sun. And don't worry. I take a lot of vitamin D3 to compensate. So that is covered. Thirdly, lotion. There are many good comedy bits out there by Bill Burr and others about the pros of lotion and people not being aware of the lotion. So use lotion. C. X is saying, you look like you are 38. Thank you. Sol HS is saying, you look pretty tan for not going into the sun. So does Andrew. That's the level. But I can change my tanness thanks to digital magic. Look how tan I got now. Now I'm literally a 10 out of 10. Oh boy. I missed queen e6 check too. Schrummel is gonna crush me. But it was worth it for that 10 joke. Alright, how can I hang in there? Probably I can't. Now he says moin. Why am I so lost? Do I deserve being this lost? I guess so. Something's gone wrong. What happened to my other rook? I took on f3. Okay, yeah, this does not look great. Let's be honest here. We're dealing with a bit of a situation. And not Mike Sorrentino. Let's do a play-by-play here, because I'm very confused what happened to my pieces. Oh! I had a complete blackout. Because here I'm an exchange up. I saw this, and then I mentally pictured some line with bishop d5, bishop f3, taking on d2. But the bishop hanging with check somehow escaped my vision because I had done bishop d5 in the other line. Good stuff, Jan. So now we're facing a little bit of an uphill battle here against Schrummel, being a piece and a pawn down. That is quite some material to overcome. At least I'm also down on the clock. Well, I think this might be too much. Wow, he's also being very precise. Yeah, I don't think there's any way out of this. Mr. Dodgy is saying, but how did he find queen takes e6? Seems fishy. I do not disagree. That is a tough move to spot. He also said moin after playing queen takes e6, which is very mean. Hurtful. Last hope. But king g2 sort of ruins my hopes. He's also playing well. Why are you... Some offense to all the other 1900s. Why are you 1900 and playing well? That's just wrong. Knight c8. All right. Knight c8. Mimble Wimble is saying queen takes e6 was an easy move. What's fishy? LOL. Mimble Wimble is not the type you can ironic. Handpick is saying, Jan, are we all going to play? I believe the key to getting a game in Banter Blitz is asking in the chat as many times as possible. Because obviously the other challengers, they don't really want to play. In order to show that you want it, you have got to ask frequently. That should be fairly common sense. All right. Somehow I can't get myself to resign, which probably would not be the worst idea anyone ever had. But I'm not going to be able to do it. Schrummel, we're going all the way. And I know it's the first date. But let's face it. I'm happy. I hope you're happy too. Nope. Too strong, Mr. Schrummel. Well played, sir. Oh no, 29 of my precious rating points. How do I get these points back? I believe the only way, the only shot at redemption I have right now, in my vulnerable state, is to play against our dear, dear friend Faggy. Master Faggy. Oh, Faggy is trying to dull it up. Would you, 94 you would take, right, Faggy? You're a cynic. I can't risk that. I can't risk you exchanging all these pieces. And Handpick is asking, can I play you? You're getting there, Handpick, but I think you should ask, at this stage, 17, 18 more times, just to make sure. I believe that is the way. Rook to e1. Do I go rook e8? I don't know what the correct procedure here is. 94 also looks interesting. Rook e8 looks natural. Okay, Handpick. I was being, I don't know, was it ironic or sarcastic? Please stop asking. Dodgy is saying, mixed messages from Jan. I know, I know. Facetious, that's a word I use a lot. I'm not sure if it fits there, but I do like the word facetious. I also feel that I have mastered the correct pronunciation of facetious, which is not an easy thing to do. The porn opener is saying, isn't it ironic, don't you think? I don't think so. A4. I don't know what you're trying to achieve here, Feggy. So I will just make very random waiting moves while you play A4, A5, or whatever floats your boat. What else is there to talk about? Fill me in on current events. Is the US still crushing COVID-19 by doing all this testing? Are they still saving millions more lives than the rest of the world? What's the status there? Also, we need 2 ground rules for the mods watching here. Begging bad, bringing up Dark Season 3. At some point we also have to start punishing. I can't take it anymore. I want nothing to do with dark. It's dark, it's raining, it's not funny. It adds to the arguably well-earned shady reputations that contemporary Germans have by always being serious, up to no good, dark family secrets, knowing way too much about time travel. I do not like that show. It creeps me out. Stop bringing up dark. Knight h2. Can I take on h3? I want to. Nah, I'll keep waiting. Hermitage is saying, Season 2 of Hannah. I haven't watched Season 1. Is Hannah any good? Isn't like Miley Cyrus growing out of it? I'm surprised that they're doing a new season. Mr. Dodgy is saying, wait, there's time travel in Dark. Of course, everyone is there themselves from 33 years ago. It's the most time travel-y show there is. VV Victimizer is asking, aren't all Germans involved in the show in some capacity? I would not be surprised. And maybe that's my real beef with it. That they didn't ask me. What do I have to do? Dark Boys. Mr. Dodgy is saying, time travel is the dumbest plot device ever, and I refuse to watch or read anything with it. Wow, that's some strong opinions there. Did it bother you, Mr. Dodgy? Because I know you're a big Marvel head. When in Avengers Endgame they started coming up with flawed time travel logic and then joking about it. Also, I do agree, I hate time travel too. But can we make an exception for the buttercream effect? And yes, that is what that movie is called. Because I think the buttercream effect is amazing. Oh, Faggy, Faggy, Faggy. Should we change your name to Flaggy? Do we have to do that eventually? You're playing so well, but it's a case of too little, too slow. See, Bishop d2, you could have taken material, but it wouldn't have mattered because of the Flaggy situation. Sorry, Faggy. I think that was a great game by both of us. Forget about it, saying I haven't watched Dark, nor have I watched Game of Thrones, and I know it bothers you. No, why would it bother me if anybody hasn't watched something? I think what bothers me is when people proudly have not seen something that the rest of us enjoy. Let us enjoy it. You're not special for not having seen a thing that many people enjoy. Or are you? I have to think this through. No, I think I stand. The point stands. D5, B3, knight to F6. Hermitage is saying, Hannah has no Miley. The adults are Kinnaman and Mireille Enos. I understand. I was trying to be humorous. Sometimes I try. Because Miley Cyrus used to be a teenage star in the TV show Hannah Montana. So I tried to make a joke when I heard about season 2 of Hannah, involving Miley Cyrus and her previous career as a Hannah Montana child actor. Teja Ravi 2 wants to know what series you're going to suggest right now to watch. You should watch Giri Haji. It's very good. That's why you should watch it. It's, thoughtful yet thrilling, exciting yet passionate, plot-driven yet sensitive to its character. Hermitage is asking, what's your favorite Miley Cyrus song? Wrecking Ball? Gotta go with Wrecking Ball, no? Mr. Dodgy is saying, I just watched Space Force. 5 stars, no time travel. Do you give it 5 stars? I watched a bit. I'm not sure why I didn't get more into it, because it feels like it should have everything I like. Except for an enemy of this program. Ben Schwartz. Everything else I should like. But somehow it didn't stick, Space Force. Mike Moose is saying, best series ever, binge watching Jan Banter Blitz sessions. I could not agree more. That's how I spend my nights. Vincent Brasseur is saying, do you like working with Laurent Fressinet in Chess 24? I love working with Laurent Fressinet everywhere on this planet. Mainly Thailand. Actually, only Thailand. But yeah, what's not to like? Crunchy Move is asking, do you check out any French shows? My French is excellent, but not excellent enough to get the finer points of the French shows. So, nah. Sado Mardot has played an excellent game until here, given his low rating, but now he's fallen into my devious trap. The best move is g6, knight takes g6, and then queen to f7. But I do have knight to f4, if no other ideas. Unpinning, winning a pawn. Dangerous Ride wants to know, Jan, how long have you been writing your latest book that you published on e4? You mean the Chessable course, the e4, e5? Like writing a bit more than 2 months, but I had a lot of the files ready from prior stuff I did. So it's hard to say. I don't know why I didn't take on g6, it would have been better. Anyway, I'm winning. Hard to say exactly, but yeah, writing the text, so to say, after having the files already, took me like 2 months maybe. Dodgy saying 2 months with a 2-month vacation in the middle. Not true. There was a 10-day vacation in the middle, and in that 10-day vacation, I worked very hard. Dodgy saying 2-week vacation. Damn it. Fair enough. Salamadot. Playing well, still playing well. Hanging in there. Putting up a fight. Which is a callback to an earlier plot point. The rook is under attack. And now I shall use all that tactical cunning of mine, which we've seen in previous games tonight, to take more material. I know. I keep trying to blunder that knight. Let's keep it. Bartrix87 is saying, is there a hashtag Lawrence Files course in the making of Mr. Trent is not willing, or Mr. Trent is not willing to share these? I don't know. Lawrence Trent's opening files have long been a running gag. And I do not think. I think it's more likely we get to see Trump's tax returns. Oh, we actually are going to see those, right? Then. Lawrence's opening files. Wow, more amazing tactics. I know. It is mind-boggling. These grandmasters and the amount of calculations they do. It's just, how do they do this? Are they even humans? Speaking of are they even humans, Irmitage is asking about sci-fi series. I don't think I watch a lot of sci-fi series. Tekio is saying, try to cast like Pepe. I don't think I can. Like, right now, I have drunk around 8 cups of coffee. This is the most worked up I ever get. Like, my Pepe would be ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. It's not the same thing, is it? Dubis Unfair is asking, do you think you're considered a member of the bad Team Carlson? I'm not sure. I think I have been an avid supporter of Anish Giri, both publicly and privately, for so many years that I am not sure if I'm being considered part of that. But I do not know. I haven't heard. MDM. Ah, français? Allez. Nardos is saying, you kind of look like Simon Baker, star from The Mentalist. I agree. If I would grow my hair a little more, because I do have curly hair, I could be a slightly less handsome version of Simon Baker, which is not a bad spot to be in. Is it, MDN? Francisco Jose 9P is asking, why is Team Carlson so mean to Anish? I don't know. Like, I think every case individually. Peter Heine is a big fan of Anish and his sensitivities. Like, Laurent Anish, there's some tension there, has been for a while. Magnus himself and Anish, I frankly do not quite understand their relationship. I'm sure they have talked about it more eloquently than I ever could. While, yeah, I'm nothing but a fan of Anish, both the person and the chess player. So I'd be surprised if I was considered part of the problem, but I'm not sure. Meslow is saying Simon Baker is a known fan of the lotion. Maybe. Maybe he's used more of the lotion than I have. What's this position, by the way? We're playing some strange Chigoring. I'm sure there's a line I've played quite a bit over the years. I think it's slightly better for white, but not the most challenging, like the most challenging try. After c4, knight c6, is knight c3. This position we ended up in, I'm not sure actually. It's complicated. Not so sure about a4, now b4, knight a5. Mr. Dodgy Chess saying real Anish fans picked him to win in the fantasy competition. Didn't I? I can't remember who I picked. Floroy is saying, is there a fantasy chess league? Not a league during these Magnus Carlsen Tour events. There is usually a fantasy competition. Dr. Forkan is asking, Jan, when a 1d4 repertoire for white on Chessable? I don't have time currently, if you mean. I should do one. Yeah. I won't have time for it in the near future. The distant future could very well be. Should I speed up at some point? Alright. Speed up button activated. What do the trackies say? Like warp speed or something? Older viewers might remember the hit TV show Star Trek. What's it called, Star Trek? The next. I think it's called Star Trek. In German, we call it Raumschiff Enterprise. Not sure what this position is, obviously. My king is a little vulnerable, but I do believe in the bishops usually. No, I just had to part with one. Although at least it made my king a little safer too. I guess he's okay now actually. Rook d8, rook b8. All the pieces are coordinated. My stupid bishop is not doing a whole lot, if we're being perfectly honest. So I'll have to win on time, as usual. So sad to be a one-flag pony. Guy's playing very well too. Everyone's playing great chess against me today, which I do not appreciate. We've talked about this. Not a fan. I don't want exciting, close fights. I just want to, lazily talk nonsense and then win in the end. Is that asking for too much? Ish don't think so. Tough fight against MDM. What are we debating? Real Freilos is saying fish. You can also say chess player. Huh. Oscar Shales wants to know, what do you say on Kamiplichtas sharp 1d4 repertoire for white on chessable? I have to admit, I have not yet studied that. Thanks for the tip. Let's play against Real Cavalry. I hope it's not the wrong Cavalry. Now that's a movie director, right? Wong Kar-wai. Alright, this game I will do intense commentary. a6, bad move, hoping for knight f3, bishop g4. If he plays c3, my whole strategy pretty much falls apart. Now I'm trying to switch to these lines and argue that maybe a6 is just as useful as c3, even though deep down inside I don't quite believe it. And what's very disturbing, that Real Cavalry seems to have given this thought, at least he's making very sensible moves very quickly. Who thinks about 3a6 c3? That's just wrong. Real Cavalry. And I'm not sure I'm in for a quick recovery from that. A bit worried 96 will checkmate me, but we don't know. Knight h5, don't checkmate me, sir. I don't enjoy all the checkmating these days. Looks dangerous, actually. I'd rather castle queenside. Because here, this all looks horrible. Not a fan of my position. Castling into it looks like suicide commando, and now I'm very concerned about knight g7. I'm just hoping he's not going to be able to do it because it's risky for him too. This I also don't like from my perspective, but at least my king might escape into relative safety. Knight e2 back. Alright, at least I'm not getting checkmated. What is this endgame? Roughly equal, slightly worse for me. I think there's enough potential here to outplay Real Cavalry. Who, yet again, is playing pretty well. And at some point, if everybody's playing very well, you have to ask yourself, is it them or is it you? Not sure if there's anything to be achieved here, but first I'll make some empty gestures, like doubling rooks and threatening f4 potentially. I went rook g6, not rook g4, because I didn't want him to go f3, which now is no longer possible. Now f4 could be something, but I'll first grab some more space on the queen side, b5, a5, maybe hint at b4 as well. Hope that rook doesn't get lost there. Oh, now I can take. That is nice. Finally, some milk. Oscar Shales was a person in Prison Break, a killer whom Alex Mahone didn't get. The name sounded vaguely familiar. I have very little recollection of Prison Break. I know there was this handsome guy, Michael Schofield, something, who tried to escape from prison with the help of his more rugged brother. That's all I remember. Spoiler alert for a 20-year-old series. He escapes in season 1, and then season 2 they're running around outside. And season 2 was still watchable. Then season 3 I quit, right? Because it became what we like to call not watchable. Is the pawn ending winning? Should I hurry up? Let's hurry up a little. Oh! I meant to take with the rook first. Another weird slip of the hand. F6, another bad move. How many bad moves can my position take? Probably enough, because I'll flag. But those were a couple pretty bad moves. Tough game against Real Cavalry. Also, Jam99 saying, you look like Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is another one I get a lot. It's either Simon Baker or Tom Hanks. But let's face it, who can tell those two apart? Okay. Must play more chess. What about Roma De Luca? That's a nice name. Fish45 is asking, if Jan is Tom Hanks, are we Wilson? That's probably, even though we can't be sure, a reference to the Tom Hanks movie Castaway, where he is on a lonely island with a volleyball. I did not like that movie that much. Is that wrong? Probably wrong. Roma De Luca is playing a very aggressive line here. The so-called what is it called? Samish variation, 4a3. Sort of calling Black's bluff and saying, take it. Not sure what I'm doing here is the proper way. It's a standard setup, like knight goes to a5, rook c8 to put more pressure on this pawn, but I'm not so sure about the move order. Queen e2 looks slow. I think he should have pushed for some more direct e4 business. Mike Moose is saying, are you often molested and sexually harassed while doing your sexy walks in Berlin? I'm not in Berlin, I'm in Hamburg. And to answer your question, no, surprisingly. To me, I do not get harassed a whole lot. Tallest Telephone is saying, hey Jan, how do I get better in chess? If I have a good routine but don't really improve, do you maybe have a tip? Greetings from Berlin. You're not a premium member, so of course, that's my first tip. A lot of video content. You can challenge the likes of me in the Banter Blitzes, all that good stuff, but mainly get access to the video series and other premium features. You can also check out the learning materials at our friends at Chessable. Other than that, my standard speeches, I don't know, there's no shortcuts. Put in the time. If there's any content that interests you, look at it and then hope that your brain will, your subconscious will put together stuff over time. Your pattern recognition will improve because of knowing more patterns, and so will you. More requests for Chessable courses. Yeah, I currently don't have the time, but thanks. Thanks for the demand, guys. Francisco Jose 9P saying the Chess24 broadcast app for Android is already great. I honestly don't know. I should. But I don't have an Android phone. Therefore, not sure yet. What's going on here? He's giving me more pieces. I'll take them. The Arctic is saying, oh Jan, are you actually reading the Twitch chat? I always am. Even though I still have not gotten an answer. How to address the Twitch chat. Because Twitch boys, and they said, maybe it's a little problematic. Twitch boys and girls doesn't really roll off the tongue. Twitch nerds I didn't get feedback on. Therefore, I don't know. I guess in the end, I'll have to go back to you people. Oh, there's Mr. Dodgy saying, what's wrong with you people? That doesn't differentiate between the Chess24 chat that I'm also reading and those you people and the Twitch you people. So, I don't know. It might be an unsolvable riddle. Speaking of unsolvable riddle, let's play Sean Young, who's from Canada, and discuss why Canadians are the nicest people. Can't be the weather. Is it the healthcare? Why are Canadians so nice? Sean Young. There's not even many Canadians, right? It's like 30 million. We want answers. Beer delivery guy saying, Mr. Dorchy, at Mr. Dorchy Chess. In Canada, a hockey broadcaster got cancelled. I guess he means cancelled, even though maybe cancelled is the more polite Canadian term for cancelled. In Canada, a hockey broadcaster got cancelled, or maybe he means channeled. I don't know. For calling the audience you people. Tip V is saying the correct term to address people is Twitch chat. Sounds wrong to me. Sounds very wrong. SSIX6 saying, I can count. Jan, I've lost what small calculating ability I had. Chess blindness, is it real? Yeah, I think it's aging. I feel the same way. I used to be a feared calculator in certain parts of northern Germany. And now, look at me. It's just sad. It's a sad, sad situation. All I can do now is pattern recognition. Like I know b4 is a good move here. You think I could calculate c before, knight before, a b rook a1? Ish, don't think so. And the Henker agrees that chess blindness is very real. He knows all about it. And the Henker does not say that he knows all about it often. Therefore, I believe we can take his word for it. 6 is saying, I'm around your age actually, but my base point was way lower. Doesn't matter. One can always decline from whatever your base point is. B970 is saying, Jan, did you learn those German phrases from Ben Feingold? No. What German phrases is that? I actually am German. So I did not need to go to the Ben Feingold School of Learning German Phrases. This position is, as we say in the business, strategically better for me because I can play e6, then b5, b4. And you know, I have the better structure. The take. Art Carden is saying you can always decline from whatever your base point is. Very inspiring. Oh, did you come for this show for inspiration, Art Carden? Are you new here? But it's true. Also, you might think that at some point you reach rock bottom and it can only go up from there. In my experience, once you reach rock bottom, you can very much stay there. So I would not count on that either. I hope that provides some more inspiration. I will go b4 eventually, but I have a feeling it doesn't run away. Therefore, it felt more important to build a bathtub. Which I believe, I'm not sure if it was a common expression, but I will take credit for having brought it into general chess lingo, because I've heard the bathtub being used so often recently. And I think pre-Jan, so in the 1960s, they did not say the bathtub about this chess structure that often. Therefore, I want all the credit. Handpick is asking, hi Jan, how many challenges do you have? I have currently around 35 challenges, but I think it would be easiest if the people that want to play me would just let me know in the chat. That would make it so much easier. Sleepy Mario is saying, okay, you got all the credit now. Happy? No, strangely. I thought that would fill this glaring hole that I feel deep inside me. I feel it's still there and I do not feel happier. Flash of Steel saying Hikaru calls it the bathtub all the time. I will still take credit. Hikaru. I called it the bathtub way before because I'm very, very old. You can't take my age away from me. Mr. Dodgy Chess is saying I told Hikaru about the bathtub. Doubt it. And it sounds like nobody else has claimed credit yet, because they all know I deserve all the bathtub credit. I don't deserve that much shower credit, but that goes for many chess players, let's face it. I'll take the bathtub, and we don't have to talk about how often I shower or do not shower. That's none of your business. Even though I believe during Corona times, in these strange times we live in, as people call it now, many people have adjusted their shower schedule to schedules chess players were already on. See how I'm hygiene shaming all of us? Self-deprecating. It's just sad. I take the best showers. Many people have told me it's amazing how often I shower, and that they've hardly ever seen anybody shower as well as I do. F. Fornson is saying, this is truly the weirdest timeline. I don't disagree. How many timelines do you think we have? Hell yes is saying the Donald Trump of showers. That was... what's the term? Implied? Ooh, surprise. Yippee-yay-yay. Shawnee. Handpick is asking again. Hi Jan, how many challenges do you have? Let me check again for you, Handpick. Still around 30. Who would have thought? It didn't change drastically since you asked a minute ago. Elvolol is saying, I want there to be a timeline where a US president doesn't draw a loop on a weather map with a Sharpie to indicate a hurricane path. I'm not sure such a timeline exists. Flash of Steel saying, I shower at 3 in the morning. Why? Are you one of these morning people who then gets up, goes to the gym, like takes a picture proving it's now 4 a.m. and then you post it to inspire all of us? Let's play Mila Papa. Mila Papa. Number 11. Et 4. What happened now? There are fans of the 4 a.m. gym people. Couldn't agree more. Craven760 is saying, does Jan speak French? Mais oui, Monsieur Cravin, je peux parler français très bien. Je n'ai pas de vocabulaire, mais j'aime la France. Refreshing is saying, hey, I'm new to chess. What's the difference between FM and GM? FM stands for FIDE Master. It means you have a chance to pursue a normal career and live a rich and prosper life, because you will probably not get distracted by your chess career. GM stands for Grandmaster. Much more dangerous. B970 saying, belle prononciation. Merci beaucoup. The Henker is saying, after GM you have IM. Isn't that before GM? Technically? Still don't understand why they skipped HM. I never skip HM. If I need some, fresh white t-shirts, $7.99. Is that what they cost? HM. I do enjoy the alphabet. The alphabet content though, dang. Do you guys also, I guess everybody has that issue, like for me to figure out where G and I are in the alphabet, I have to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I in order to understand that joke. And in order to appreciate my HM content, we need Mr. Dodgy pointing out it's H and M. You complete me, Mr. Dodgy. Drein Enden is saying IGM. Yeah, I think that's used sometimes. It stands for International Grandmaster. Doesn't make a lot of sense because there's no national grandmasters, so I never understood this. IGM. Also, if there are IGMs, why aren't there IIMs? IFMs? I never understood this IGM. IBM, I understand. IGM? Never made sense to me. Art Cardin is saying, so FM means you're very good at chess, but not good enough for it to ruin your life. That's the hope, at least. There are plenty FMs who also got their life ruined by it. But there's still decent hope. There won. Smiley face is saying Jan, 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 Jan. That's pretty good content. Craven76 is saying, well, I am. Wouldn't make too much sense. I don't disagree. So you're saying international master would be wrong. Vignesh10 is asking, Jan, how much do professional chess players earn? I think it varies wildly depending on your chess level and your chess activity. You can earn anywhere from nothing to $1 million as a professional chess player. I believe that is the range. Maybe even $2 million. Not euros, let's not go too crazy. But seriously, it depends. As everything. Rico the Saboteur is saying less than nothing is possible too, I'm sure. Fair enough. The Arctis is saying anywhere from nothing to very little. Wow, that's grim. Jellysmith is asking, why are the FIDE titles specifically for women? It's a good question. There are women grandmasters, women international masters, and are there women FIDE masters? Yeah, women FIDE masters as well, where the entry level is slightly lower than for the open titles, because technically there are no male titles. There are plenty of women with the open grandmaster title, but there are also women with the women grandmaster title, which is a little bit below international master level. Unaware. Tekio is saying, Jan, you have horchata blood. I do love horchata. It's so unhealthy. But I could, if I was told, you're not going to get fat, but you have to drink horchata for the rest of your life, no water, nothing else, I would make that deal. Tipvi is saying, can a male IM become a WGM if he identifies as a woman? I do not know. That sounds complicated. I'm not sure. Do we have rules for that? I honestly have no idea. I'm not sure if there are cases. Probably. Queen A7? It's creative, but is it good? Are the BBC open of high level when CMs get under top 3? What does BBC stand for here? British Broadcasting Company, they have chess opens, or what's going on there? How do I checkmate here? Okay, 1 for starters. Bunch of rooks. Björn, Germany, saying Bangkok Chess Club. I'm not sure how high level they are, but as evidenced by me winning the last Bangkok Chess Club, also open, I think we can confirm that has to be incredibly high level. Because if it wasn't incredibly high level, how would I win it? It's logic, kids. Abel1656 wants to know, Jan, do you think Harden and Westbrook have coronavirus? No, I think they just didn't want to travel with the rest of the gang. Fish45 is saying, got to get back to ruining my life. Thanks for inspirational coffee mug entertainment. You are more than welcome. I will play one more game and then clear the airwaves for none other than a real legend of the chess game. Super Grandmaster, 3-time Blitz World Champion. Hashtag Thug Life. Hilarious human being. Alexander Grishuk. Which, yeah, I would not miss if I was you. Because let's face it, you're watching this. You should watch Grishuk as well. Beer Delivery Guy wants to know, Jan, why did Kid Cudi, is it Kid Cudi or Kid Cudi? Kid Cudi, right? Why did Kid Cudi and Eminem leave your verse of their new song? Are they saving it for the album version? Eminem did a whole song about me. I don't think he needs to, use any of my verses anymore. In case you're wondering, that song is called Stan. Takeo saying, what important things have you won in your chess career? Nothing. Don't rub it in. It's just mean. The most important thing I ever won were the European Team Championships 2011 as part of the German team. Other than that, very little. Not a lot of winning. Unlike Charlie Sheen. Craven760 saying the most important thing you have won is our hearts, actually. Oh, that's just beautiful, Craven. Mr. Dodgy saying greatest achievement was conquering Europe with the other Germans. What do you want me to say, Mr. Dodgy? George Nicola is asking, who do you think is the best chess player of all time? I have this little project, which is not really a project of mine, but it's a project of my dear friend, Peter Heine Nielsen, which he likes to call the Pantheon. And I believe we might do something about it. I'm not sure in what form, probably as a Chess24 video series, but the form is still to be debated, where we will do the completely unreasonable thing of ranking chess players by greatness of all time. And I don't think it's much of a stretch to say that the greatest of all time debate is probably... No, maybe it is a stretch. Actually, I should think about it. I would say Kasparov is in the conversation. Carlsen is. Fischer, or a question mark. Is there anybody else? Ugh, I'm already uncomfortable even thinking out loud about this. So that's serious. And the backlash we will get from all the fans of players that are not placed high enough already seems like a very bad idea, now that I think it through for 1 minute. Oof. Oh boy, it's gonna get ugly. Peter Heine, what are you getting me into? This game I won easily against Essex. Which, I don't like Essex that much. I do have the occasional pair of Onitsuka Tigers. Other than that, not a big Essex guy. Mr. Dodgy is saying, just do an A group with Carlsen and Kasparov and the B group with the rest. Controversy avoided. Genius. Let's play Unique. Some more Unique content, and then we'll be done. Foo Fighter 000 saying Gustafsson is actually the GOAT. I don't know, like, if you mean a literal GOAT, you could make that case. Even though I don't think you want to try any of my cheese. If you thought the show couldn't get creepier, we can always get there. Liversky is saying, how about 5 best chess commentators instead? I don't know. Am I still on the winter list of top 5 chess commentator? Not sure. Has there been an update? Have I been kicked out? Eunuch doesn't seem to be here. Sorry about that. So let's play somebody else. Is there anybody out there? I want some strange. What about this guy? Dr. Witt, 147. Mr. Dodgy is saying, Svidler, Yasser, Schenkland, Giri and Grishuk. Nope, you're out of the top 5. Yeah, I heard there has been a recent new entry. It's understandable. Oh boy. Oscar Schäsel saying Peter Lako. B970 saying top 5 commentators Lawrence, Sam, Mr. Dodgy, Gotham, and XQC. That sounds wrong on many levels. I will do one of those. I will play the Italian. You can do whatever you want. Which with white you can do many a time, but you need to wait for black to commit to d6, otherwise it will be less fun. Here, very reasonable. Now after a6 I have to save this bishop, because he was threatening to grab it by going knight to a5. And I do not want that to happen. Is my name on the screen often enough, by the way? GM Jan Gustafsson, at GM Jan Gustafsson. Feel we could use one more Jan Gustafsson somewhere. I've always said that, in my opinion, the most readable is white on light gray. Many people have told me, sir, they call me sir, wouldn't it make sense to have, like, I don't know, maybe dark on light gray? And then they've looked at it and they've said, sir, I would like to apologize to you. You were right. White on dark gray is tremendous. And if there was any more contrast, it would be an absolute travesty. Many people have told me that. I'm still continuing playing the Italian, no matter what he does. That typically includes putting the knight on g3. Bishop e6 is a bit of a question. I guess the best move is bishop takes e6, but it would not be my game plan of playing the setup against anything. So bishop c2 is more according to the plan. Red Milo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is saying Jan's a comedian. Only in a watchman kind of way. Pingumat is asking, Jan, is your father's name Gustav? No, it's not. Only in Iceland do they change their name with every generation. So there, my father's name would be Gustav if I was Icelandic, and my children would be called Jansson or Jansdottir. But since my name is Swedish, my father's name is not Gustav. Although it could be, but it's not. f5 was a little too daring after Dr. Witt 147. Played a great game thus far, but now after f5, knight g5, he's in some trouble. He's exposed these light squares a little too early. Knight f7 wins the exchange, but I don't want it. I want to create some more inroads first. And BCC 789 is saying, who's the guy playing here? Well played. And let me help. Oh, no, there's an N going away. Now after bishop f5, I guess knight f7 is the best move. See, so much worse. Doesn't even give my title. I think you guys need this information that I am actually chess grandmaster. There you go. Because you cannot tell by my play, that much I understand. Therefore, I think we should have it on screen. Thrice. Skeptimist CG is saying the white on light gray is like trying to find pictures in clouds. If you're very old like me and you grew up before pornography, finding pictures in clouds was all you had. So let's not shame that, please. I took some pieces. Mr. Dodger Chess saying Twitch is not the place for cloud shaming. Is that Twitch humor? Dinophage wants to know, Jan, what age did you start playing chess? It's unclear. And the backstory that I keep reinventing for myself, Joker style. Usually it's between the ages of 8 and 10 that I learned the rules. And then at age 11, I entered the highly competitive, cutthroat world of Hamburg City junior chess tournaments. Smiley face saying your accent is cool. I don't like it. I hate my verbal cadence. I don't like the way I speak. But it's very hard for me to change. I'm much more pleasant in German. It's just a problem. The German audience, they don't understand my biting humor. Or is it biting? I don't know. It's coming from a place of great sadness. But they don't get me like you guys do. You people are the only ones who truly understand me. That's why we have to do this in English on a more frequent basis. Okay, let's remove some of my names, because I've been told that it's mildly problematic for a cis man to have his name on screen thrice. Georgia Nichols is asking, do Germans laugh? There have been cases, but only about very particular things. Like, normally it's time travel humor that cracks everybody up. Okay. Are we done here? The legend. Hashtag Thug Life. Alexander Grishuk is starting in, I would guess, like 15 minutes. Wow, I can see myself on screen thrice. It looks very weird if I touch my hair as if it was like Blowberg's. No, is it Blofeld or Blowberg? What's the Bond villain? Blofeld. Blofeld's cat. Note to self, stop awkwardly touching your hair on screen. Okay. That's it for today. Thank you, people. And you Twitch nerds. So much for watching the show. It's been a great pleasure. I would like to apologize for my mental state. I don't think it will get better anytime soon, though. So, what do I have to plug? I go premium on Chess24. Check out my E4, E5 series on Chessable. Follow me on the Instagrams. I'm not sure if my name is clear. On the Twitters. Follow Chess24 on Twitch, on YouTube, on Tinder. I'm assuming Anton Square created a Tinder profile for Chess24. I believe that is all there is. Thank you so much for watching. And please stop watching clouds. Thank you.